Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now today's video, so straightforward yet so important at the same time. I'm here today to talk to you about chargers, specifically Anker wall chargers. Now, if there is any one brand whose products I actually use the most and quite frankly just don't make it onto my channel, it's actually Anker Products. I do heavily rely on Anker Products all the time to keep me moving, keep my devices charged up, and well, where I'm in business to make videos, and even deep into the remote wilderness, you better believe I need some sort of power management, and with that comes Anker Products. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you through some of the newest charging products from Anker. These are brand new. It's some of their sort of most intelligent and yet smallest, most compact, lightest, and capable products to date. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you through these. We're going to look at them in detail. I'm going to give you a couple of practical examples. But with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Anker who did provide these products for review. And so, as I mentioned, Anker Products. Now, at this point, I have a lot of Anker gear. Most specifically, their power products, but I actually also have started using their UFI security systems as well. And if I'm willing to invest into their security systems for the protection of my home, you better believe I trust their products for their power management. And so, quite simple, you can see already some of their form factors. This one here is called the PowerPort 2 with their IQ charging technology. Pretty much this is going to help to regulate as you charge different devices to make sure that you don't overcharge, don't undercharge, and it's efficient. I also use Anker's power banks. So here the PowerCore 2 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. I intended on reviewing this on my channel like a few years ago, but it just never made it onto the channel. But this has been sitting here behind the scenes on almost all of my hiking, camping, and backpacking trips, keeping my phone charged, keeping my camera topped off so that I can bring content here to the channel. But again, moving forward here, we're going to get into some of their newest products. Couple of wall chargers here. Now, these are in their Nano platform. So their Nano Pro platform here. Very small, compact, little chargers. And if you've seen what I carry when I go places, I'm pretty overloaded. So to cut down on a little bit of bulk, but gain performance, that's a plus. And so here, this is the 511 and the 521. The 511 you can see here considerably smaller, but let's get these out of the package and really start to draw some conclusions. As we take a look here, you can see a couple of real basic information, little warranty card, and well, this brick here, extremely small, which does look to be just about the same size as some of the bricks you will see coming with Apple products, so your iPhones or your iPads, things like that. But here again, you can see this is their IQ technology. So again, the 511 Nano charger, this has a 20 watt output and is supposedly approximately 3 times faster than the typical, say for example, iPhone charger. Now, I personally have Android, so we'll see how this works. I am going to use Android for this particular test, but we'll see how it goes. They say this has the Active Shield safety system, so in other words, it provides continuous temperature monitoring and output control to make sure that your device is protected. They also say that this is basically 45% smaller than the original 20 watt charger. So we'll see if I can get a good comparison, but we'll take a look at that in a little bit. And then last but not least, this comes in a number of different colors. So whether you get the white, the black ice, glacier blue, or cool lavender, I believe this is going to be considered the Arctic white from what I can tell. Now, they do suggest using Anker-specific cables. So here I do have a couple. We'll take a look at this. So here, a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. So this is going to work for my Android. And then here, USB Type-C to Lightning connector. So this will work for iPhone. I'm going to take out the USB Type-C cable here so you can see pretty quick. This is in white. has a little sort of a band here. And this is a 3-foot cable. It actually feels really nice. It's nice and rubberized and good and flexible. This is going to be something that hopefully has a little bit of durability over other cables that you may get your hands on that just kind of get destroyed over time. Anker products, again, as I mentioned, I do use all the time. Like as I slide into frame here, my USB hub. So yeah, I use Anker products quite a bit. But the reason why I actually bring this up again, you can see here, I have been leveraging this 10-foot Anker cable now, USB Type-C, for quite some time. And I can tell you that when you upgrade your cables to Anker cables, you are actually upgrading. These are very, very nice. And so when you leverage, again, the Anker cables, you are going to get better performance. You're going to get better durability. You're not going to be bending parts. The connectivity is perfect. And just personally for me, where every now and then I kind of tweak on my phone or rack on my phone, the last thing I want to do is cause damage. And so having nicer cables definitely helps. And the Anker cables are fantastic. So anyway, this is going to be the 511 Nano Pro setup, but let's turn the corner here just a little bit to the 521 Nano Pro. So taking a look here, we're going to break this out of the box. Getting a look at it here, it is certainly going to be a little bit larger, but at the same time, adding additional capability. Which here you can see, again, this is the Anker 521 charger in the Nano Pro series. This is a 40-watt charger. Again, leveraging the IQ charging technology. This is their 3.0 version. This particular model here is in Glacier Blue. So again, you can get a number of different colors. You can get the Glacier Blue, the Cool Lavender, the Black Ice, and then the Arctic White. Now this will give you the ability to charge multiple devices at once, which is awesome. That's always a plus, and I always need to charge multiple things, so this will work out very well for me. And again, Anker boasts the ability to charge your devices at approximately 3 times the speed. So at a very compact package, very nice. This is going to work hopefully a little bit faster than your typical wall charging bricks. Now again, I'll be leveraging the same cable. So at this point, let's take a look at a couple other things just real quick, and then we're going to do a little bit of a charging demonstration. And so here is your standard 20-watt iPhone charger. Well, here, the Anker 511 Nano Pro. As you can see, they definitely put their money where their mouth is on the size. Now the question is going to be the overall charging capability. Now for this part of the test, you can see I am using the iPhone charger with the Anker cable. Now over here, I am going to my phone, and you can see my phone is at 40%. So this is a slightly older phone, but I do still use it. You can see here 40%. We're going to charge this to 50%, and we'll see how long it takes. Now literally here you can see it's 12:01. I started this test at 12 o'clock on the button, and it's already gone up about 1%. So we'll see how long this takes. So you can see 12:07, and we're getting close. That there, 49. Should bump up to 50 in any second now. And that there is 50%. So 12:07, I'm gonna unplug this. And at this point, we're gonna swap out the charger. So it is now 12:08. We're at exactly 50%. And you can see now I'm running off the Anker 511. So again, we're rolling in on the 8-minute mark. This started at 12:08. And you can see here it is now 12:16. And then in terms of the battery, this is about to tick over to 60. And so here, 12:17, that kicked over to 60%. So unplugging this here, at least that was pretty darn close. So in other words, I would say that we're at 8 or 9 minutes here at 10% charging gain. And so here, 12:18, you can see we are at 60%, and now running the Anker 521. And so now at 70%, it is 12:25, which means it has been 7 minutes. So that is the 521. And so now one more set of data points. You can see I'm going back to the original iPhone charger, and I'm going to charge up my son's iPhone. You can see here he's at about 10%. So 10% at 908. Let's see how we do getting to 10% with the factory charger. And so now you can see 20%. That's at 913. So ringing in at pretty much like 5 minutes. That's solid, very quick, and that's with the factory charger. Now here we are, it's 9:14. This is actually already on its way, so you can see it says 21% charged. It did sort of report a little bit different, but let's just say for the example, we're at 9:14 when we started at 20%. And this here being charged with the Anker 511. So here we go, as you look at it here, bringing in at 30%. It's 9:19. So again, with the 511, I went from 9:14 to 9:19. So that's not bad. 5 minutes for 10%. And so now we're at 9:20 at 30%. You can see it's already ticked up to 31, but that's basically the start here. So call it 9:20, and we are at, again, 30%. Now keep in mind at this point, we are using the 521 charger. And so here you can see it just clicked over to 40% and 9:26. So that's 6 minutes for 10%, and that is using the 521 charger. And so again, just as a recap for the Samsung, here you can see the stock iPhone charger 8 minutes, the 511 9 minutes, and the 521 7 minutes to gain 10% of battery capacity, and then again using the Anker charging cable. And again for the iPhone, the stock iPhone charger taking about 6 minutes, the 511 5 minutes, and the 521 6 minutes to again gain 10% capacity on the iPhone, and again leveraging the lightning cable from Anker. And so all in all, I find that to be pretty interesting. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that Anker products are quality. I didn't get quite the same increase in performance that I sort of would have hoped, but this is a big point. First and foremost, let's go back to the 511. The 511 here, significantly smaller. If you're anything like me, space is oftentimes at a premium, and I mean, just look at this place. I am always, and when I say always, I mean I am always jam-packed to the max. So anytime I can cut down on space, that's going to be a big deal. Now it's interesting when I look at the Samsung results. This particular phone that I used is an older model. This one here is the S9. I just happen to have it kicking around with a low enough battery to be able to do this test. Would it be different with a more modern day Samsung phone? I don't really know. I just happen to have started this entire video with a full battery on my personal cell phone, so it wasn't going to make for a very impressive test. But here, this was pretty much dead, and it gave me the opportunity to charge it up. So where we ended up with the stock charger actually performing just about in the same realm as the Ankers, I'm not really too sold on the, faster charging capabilities of this. However, definitely sold on the space-saving capabilities. And next, when you talk about the 521, not only the ability to charge a single device, but multiple devices. That's kind of a big deal. Again, talking about space is at a premium and including your actual outlets. This is not too heavy. It's just about the same weight, maybe a little heavier than a standard brick, but at the same time, definitely going to give you good performance and the ability to charge multiple devices. And again, back to the iPhone test, I thought it was pretty interesting. I mean, pretty similar results. Actually, the 511 seemingly doing the best. So I don't know if this is really optimized, and it seems like it might be, actually. When you look at some of these things, it does sort of seem to be optimized for iPhone, and the fact that it actually performed, and this is my son's, and I don't even know what model it is. It's like the newest one. My kid has a better phone than I do. But yeah, I would say that the 511 performing about the best, and then the 521 and the standard brick seem to be just about the same. But again, the idea being the 521 does allow multiple devices to be charged at once, which is definitely a bonus. And so all in all, very good. I always like Anker products. These definitely came into play and are going to be used at length. These are now going to live in the wall, charging devices over and over and over. They're going to get stolen by my kids to charge their Chromebooks and their iPads and their phones, and I'm probably never going to get the benefit of these again because my kids are going to steal them from me, but that's the way life rolls. And so again, I'd like to say thank you very much to the people at Anker for providing these for review. I always like Anker products. They're a part of my life. They're here to stay. And for the rest of you, if you like what you saw here today, do me a favor. Check me out on my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel is growing quickly. I have a whole bunch of videos up there, so if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless 2. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.